seeing the 5 minutes it took me to get the volume up on this mixing board back here, was when I decided I wanted to go into something a little different than audio-video. That's when I decided to be a comic book retailer, a collectibles retailer. Short time after that, I decided I wanted to be a comic book retailer. Clearly, I still don't have the skills to be an audio technician. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. This is an annual event that we started in loving memory to Shel Dorf, who, when we decided to start this convention in 2009, passed away 1 month after we decided to resurrect the beast that was the Detroit Triple Fanfare. And we thought it so fitting that there not being an award named after Shel, that the event that we are resurrecting with our show would be dedicated within it to Shel. For those of you who don't know who Shel Dorf was, he was a Michigan native, decided to put on a comic book convention. Never been done before. He got together with Jerry Bales, the father of modern fandom, and they decided to put that on roughly 49 years ago. So, 49 years later, we sit here tonight to pay honor to Shel, to Jerry, and to the comic book industry and conventions that still go on because of those early pioneers. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our Master of Ceremonies and the MC for the event tonight, Brian O'Halloran, comic book geek aficionado, and a very funny guy, way funnier than me.
Big round of applause for Dennis. Put comic aficionado, like comics, like comic books, maybe comics, yes. But thank you all for coming. It's great to be invited yet again to Detroit Fanfare. These guys have been really awesome to me every single year. I only missed last year, and that was due to conflict of schedule. But it's great to be back here and to honor Shel and his memory and everybody else here in the comic book industry in general. I want to say that these guys really put on the very most comic book friendly con, as opposed to a media event con or, you know, co-opted by certain films and stuff like that. Well, yeah, but there's an actor up there. Shut up, I know I'm that. So anyway, I just want to say thanks so much for coming out. It's kind of weird. I want to thank the Adobe Hotel for having us yet again. It was the Hyatt, I believe, last year, and now it's the Eco Hotel, and I want to thank them for all their help. The staff has been really great. Am I the only one that feels like the toilet paper is made out of tree branches and twigs? Anybody? Anybody? I feel like the guy in the original Clerks, like, can I have the soft stuff? The soft stuff. It's tearing the hell out of my hemorrhoids. I'm like, oh, I'm all about eco, but come on. The ass needs some comfort, am I right? They also have their little water containers downstairs with the lemons and stuff, and I'm like, are you just hiding the fact that you're recycling our urine? Just to be all eco? Looks like kind of weird. Today in the news, have you heard? Anybody here from Japan? Did you hear? There was a 7.3 earthquake off the coast of Japan today. And this is the truth, CNN. I'm up in my room and I'm watching this and I'm going, are they really on a mission to have a living, breathing Godzilla, like 12 generations deep into krill? I really think so. I think by 12 years from now, all of a sudden, dun, 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 Godzilla, and it's like, what is that? It's krill. It's actually good for you if you drink its blood. It's good for you. It's good for the heart. You guys are ready for the show?
Yeah.
As you can see, we have lovely awards. Lovely, yes. You can put them on your table so that people come by to buy your stuff. You're like, I'm an award-winning dude. So there's quite a few, so we're going to move this along like a train in Manhattan that's just been changed from local to express. Yes, there's going to still be a tranny sitting in the corner talking to you, and you're like, whoa, what's that about? But that's what this con's about. You never know who's a dude and who's a chick. All right, moving on. Speaking of that, to present the award for Editor of the Year, you like that, huh? Mr. Jeffrey Brown, and Jeffrey has gained renown recently. They've written a whole history on every one of y'all. So just so you know, I'm going to say who you are, give a little brief description of what you've done and accomplished. We've contacted your parents. We may have high school pictures up here in a second, showing who you were and your accomplishments. No, I'm just kidding. Jeffrey has gained renown recently from his books such as Star Wars, Darth Vader and Son, and Star Wars, Vader's Little Princess, but he's making a name for himself long before these stories saw the light of day. His graphic novel Clumsy, which I'm reading this like, continues to be a cult hit, and I am going to be a small one an Ignatz Award. In 2003, a few years ago, until his 40th birthday, he was already director of a major music video and been featured in a documentary, co-written a motion picture, and contributed to NPR's American Life. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely Jeffrey Brown. Pretty simple. There's going to be a sheet up here with the nominee, the category, the nominees, and then the winner. You lift up the page. Right underneath is the winner. Jeffrey.
Where's the award, though?
Right here.
They all look the same.
I know, but they're special. We're going right in a
Okay.
row.
So, as an artist and writer, I have to say that editors are bad. They suck the life out of your personal vision. They ruin everything you're trying to do. Unfortunately, they also tend, if you have a good one, to make your books better. So we're stuck with them. The nominees for Editor of the Year are Chad Lambert, Fred Gio, Raven Gregory, Scott Alley, and Steve Wacker. And the winner is Steve Wacker. On behalf of Steve, thank you. I accept this. Editors are actually really great, and we did an awesome job as editors. Thank you.
Thank you. Big round of applause for Jeffrey. Jill Smithers, everyone. Jill Smithers. When I heard her last name, of course it came to my mind. I was like, release the hounds! Smithers! All right. Moving on to the next category, which we have tons of. All right. To present the award for Cover Artist of the Year, we have Mr. Dave Dorman. Dave is a beloved by fans worldwide as an artist, creator, toy designer, and mentor in the comic industry, where he has created art for every major publisher and licensed character within the world of science fiction, fantasy, horror. Voted at #1 Star Wars artist by the fans worldwide, Dorman is as an Eisner and an Inkpot award-winning artist for his contributions to the comic book industry, and also a Bram Stoker Award, wow, winner for his book Aliens, Tribes, and an International Horror Guild winner and Bram Stoker nominee for his motorcycle zombie IP Dread Heat, Mr. Dave Dorman. I've actually played Renfield the Lunatic in 3 productions of Dracula. Go figure. I think it's kind of typecasting. Here you go.
First off, I'd like to thank the Detroit Fanfare for having me as a guest again this year. It's always a wonderful show. And you guys are the best. Cover artist. That's pretty much been my business for the past 30 years. And it's been great doing it. I love what I do. And it's an honor to recognize these cover artists for the Shel Dorf Award. The cover is the first thing you see, obviously, on the books when you're on the stands. It has to grab you. It has to pull you into that book amongst all the other hundreds of books that come out that week. That shows the talent of these 5 artists to be able to do that with the vast amount of product that we have in the marketplace today. So, for Cover Artist of the Year, we have Alex Ross, David Aha, Francisco Francavilla, J.H. Williams III, and Scotty Young. And the winner this year of cover artist, Alex Ross. And Alex is not here to pick up his award, but I'm sure that he would thank everyone here, and he would appreciate it.
Thank you, Dave. They're out busy drawing more stuff. That's the way to do it. All right, moving on. Our next presenter is here to present the award for the cover.
Take two.
Yeah. To present the award for colorist of the year, we have Mr. Gary Reed, one of the founding members and board members for the Detroit Fanfare. Gary Reed is well known and respected in the comic industry. Launched in the late 80s, Gary's Caliber Comics highlighted many talented comic creators such as Brian Michael Bendis, David Mack, Vince Locke, James O'Barr, Guy Davis, and Mike Carey. He was nominated for a Harvey Award with Davis for Baker Street for his best new comic. Gary may be best known for his popular zombie series Dead World. Mr. Gary Reed, please give a round of applause.
All right, so I'm here for Colorist of the Year, which is, if you think about Caliber, Caliber did like 1,600 comics, and 1,526 of them were black and white. But I do appreciate color. And my new series from IDW is in color, so you get a good look at that. All right, so for Colorist of the Year, we have Brandon Graham, Dave Stewart, Fiona Staples, Laura Allred, who by the way was first published in color by Caliber, Neil Ruffiano, and the winner is Fiona Staples. So of course, we'll accept the award for her. Thank you.
All right. And now we're up to the part where we're presenting the award for Letterer of the Year. And Mr. Craig Yo will be up here to present. Craig Yo, the artist, editor, graphic designer, and comic historian, has been labeled by Publisher Wiki as a comics archaeologist. Because of the number of books Craig has released and some of the great classics in comics, comic strips, and art books, longtime creative director for the Muppets, Craig also served a similar role in Nickelodeon and Disney. His Yo books, released via IDW, include such topics as Archie Comics, Steve Ditko, Bob Howell, and other great classics. He still handles the production of the Big Boy Comics and the restaurant chain. Mr. Craig Yo. Said that right? Your last name? No. Is it right? No. Yeah, okay. All right.
I think it's cool that I've been honored to honor the Letterer of the Year because I'm a big fan of lettering. I have shelves and shelves of books on art and comics, but I also have a great big section in my library of books about lettering. And lettering especially was great around the turn of the century. And lettering was especially great in Detroit, of all places. There was major schools and incredible letterers that were headquartered here in Detroit. Charles Strong School and everything, and they created lettering for movie posters and signs and size of trucks and things like that. These days, hand lettering and that kind of display are very rare. I can't think of any field that uses hand lettering as important to that field as much as comics. So I'm thrilled that comics are still keeping alive the craft of beautiful lettering. And the people that are, I'm sure they're all great. I can't read very good letters because I have this thing in front of my eye. It's a child affliction. It's embarrassing to appear in public, but here's big. The people that are, I hope I have their names pronounced right. Chris is Leopoulos, and he went into lettering just to practice his name. And Chris Ware, James Reed, Joe Manga, which he put manga on the end of his name to try to get into the manga field. And then there's Todd Klein. And the winner is Chris won! The guy with the hard name, but the greatest letterer of all this year, Chris Leopoulos. Congratulations, Chris. Is he here? He's off studying at the Detroit School of Lettering. Thanks.
Of course they would give you the tough one, right? Chris Iliopoulos. Any Greeks in the room? Any Greeks? Iliopoulos, there you go. Here's the original. There you go. How's everybody doing? Still good? Got enough drinks in you? No, not enough, right? Don't forget to tip your bartenders. They're doing hard stuff down here, especially when they're getting free tickets. All right. The next gentleman, you all know, you're here because he's one of the founders. You're here because he's a good guy. I like him because he's kind of a New Yorker type. To present the award for Webcomic of the Year is Mr. Tony Meola. Is that right? Meola? Tomato. Freelance, O'Halloran, O'Hallahan, doesn't matter. Freelance illustrator and cartoonist. Tony is the creator of the Gappo the Clown comic strip, another one of the founders and promoter of Detroit Fanfare, which I mentioned. Tony is also one of the principal founders of the new Rocket Ink Publishing. Ladies and gentlemen, please bring on up Tony. Really? No applause for that? Come on, Tony. I'm not going to punish his name twice. Come on, Tony. By the way, he's lost 100 pounds.
All right, I'm here to present for Webcomic of the Year because they couldn't find anybody better. And the nominees are Battle Pug, Girl Genius, Penny Arcade, Questionable Content, and The Adventures of Dr. McNinja. And the winner is Battle Pug by Mike Norton. Mike couldn't be with us today, but we will gladly accept his award on his behalf and sell it on eBay. Thank you.
I see how you're doing this. You guys are saving time by not inviting the winners to the con. Thus, 1/3 of the time is saved by no one giving a thank you speech. Smart. That's smart. I like it. Meanwhile, by the way, I'm winning Best Actor in Thailand. Yeah, excited to be here instead. Huge over there. Okay, to present the syndicated comic strip of the year, Mr. Adam and Comfort Love. Adam also has a last name, also Withers. That's right, Adam Withers and Comfort Love. Shel Dorf nominee for Self-Published Comic of the Year. Adam Withers and Comfort Love are the Harvey Award-nominated husband and wife creative duo who are responsible for such books as The Uniques, The Unique Tales, and the Shel Dorf nominee series Rainbow in the Dark. Please welcome Adam Withers and Comfort Love.
Who's the mic holder this week?
Hey, you guys. Hello.
Syndicated comic strips are deeply embedded in the roots of the American psyche. They're apple pie. They're baseball. They're more than a tradition. They're part of us and who we are.
So, like our parents and our grandparents and people that we knew, ourselves, we would rush to the newspaper to open it up and search through all the adult content, all the boring articles and stuff, and we'd find our colorful comic strips, which we love.
Yes, in a document so dense and imposing, that every aspect of it seemed to scream old people. Here was a section that was just for us, that mattered to us. But comic strips aren't just childish entertainment. They're the rare art form that can speak equally to all ages. They grow up with us, and we constantly discover and rediscover depth and meaning we never knew, layer upon layer, buried in colorful subtext, wearing a coat of four-color ink. Brilliance, wit, insight, and introspection, all in 3 or 4 panels at a time.
Right. They're sublime and they're fascinating and they're more than we think they are. And that's why these nominees here tonight are special.
The nominees for tonight's award for Best Syndicated Strip are all examples of the people who continue to give us reasons to rush through the adult stuff in search of that glorious section just for us. The nominees are
Beardo.
and Dilbert,
Funky Winkleding.
and Torres before Swine.
And the winner is Beardo! Is our person here? Oh my God!
He's the winner. He actually showed up.
So special. There you are. That's yours.
I'm here. Happy to be here. Okay. So many. I'm going to thank all the other people too. All for other ones. No, but for real, I didn't think I was going to win again because they are. Dilbert is awesome. Dilbert's a comic I read when I was a kid. When I was looking for the apple pie and the baseball and whatnot in the newspaper. Taking this too. This
Yes,
is mine,
it's all
right?
yours.
This is mine? Okay. I'm taking it. I started this strip back in 2006, and I am so happy that it's grown to be what it is. I could not have done this without a lot of people that I've actually met here in Detroit. I'll be honest with you. Detroit has been the home of probably most of my great comic supporters and friends. So I really thank everybody here. I mean, there's a few obviously people running this place. Someone who usually is here, but for circumstances beyond his control could not be here, actually introduced me to a lot of the great talent and organizers in Detroit. Rafael Nieves, the amazing comics creator. I know I would not be here without him. And I wish my wife was here. That doesn't mean she's dead or anything. She had
Why are you looking at me when you say
Where's my wife? What did you do with
I still have both my rooms.
Okay. Meg, if anyone's taping this and it somehow ends up on YouTube, you'll have proof that I thanked you.
I'll let her know.
You let her know. She's my favorite person. Thank you again. I really appreciate this.
Technically, you could have stayed up here for like 6 thank yous, to be honest with you. We'd be like hours and hours later. Finally, an acceptance speech. Wasn't that good? Didn't that feel good? Hearing people being thanked. People like to be appreciated. It's awesome. All right, moving on. To present the award for Blogger of the Year. All right. Mr. J. Torres. J. Torres' writing credits include Batman, The Brave and the Bold, Legends of the Dark Knight, Wonder Girl, Wonder Woman, and Teen Titans Go for DC. His creator-owned work included Alice Dare, Bigfoot Boy, Jinx, and other graphic novels for younger readers. He is also a writer and editor for the True Patriot anthology of Canadian superheroes, which is making its American debut here at the very Detroit Fanfare which you are sitting at. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm American welcome to J. Torres.
Of course, I follow the people that actually prepared something.
I have nothing other to say that I accidentally deleted my blog this week. So let's just go on and go with the nominees here. The nominees for Comic Blogger of the Year are Decapitated Dan, Henry McDonald, Rich Johnston, Robot 6, and Tom Spurgeon. And the winner is Decapitated Dan. Everybody here appears to have a head, so I'm guessing he's not here. No? Okay, so we'll accept this award on behalf of Decapitated Dan. Oh, wait, is he here? No, okay, that's just noisy. Thank you very much.
We got the guy.
He is here.
He is here. Well, he's not here, but we're big.
He is here. Congratulations.
No, I'm not Dan.
You have a hat, so.
But I think we've all seen enough of the nice woman over there just taking it to the table. Dan said I could accept the award on his behalf. I didn't think he was going to win, so I didn't prepare anything. Wow. Good for you, Dan. Boy, this is a very interesting situation. As Jimmy Stewart would say, I have Dan's award.
Tell a funny Dan story.
There are no funny Dan stories.
You're just
Well,
making this up, aren't you? You don't even
I'm
know Dan.
I'm wondering what Dan's going to have to do to get this award.
Find out who you are.
Especially his wife will tell him.
Oh.
Well, on Dan's behalf, I guess I will thank everyone who voted for Decapitated Dan. He does work awful hard, and he does deserve this. And I'm going to sure pass it along to him if I also win an award. If I don't, then this is between you and me, huh? Thank you.
You're going to want this. There you go. Hey, come back.
Turn it around.
Anybody find that awfully suspicious? Dan's a good guy. Best thing I like about him, his name begins with T. Me and Dan go way back to, gee, what part of the world am I from? Yeah, them. By the way, the couple who were just up here with the award, yes, it was just odd. They literally had a mini teleprompter on their phone. I was like, they prepared more than even I. And I put in a good 10 minutes. But very well done. You guys are totally Golden Globes next. Easily. You just got to take the ribbings from certain English comics. Anyway, moving on. To present the award for Comics to Multimedia Adaptation is Mr. Chris Jost, screenwriter of Thor, The Dark World. He was the lead writer for the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Iron Man, Armored Adventurers, and Fantastic Four, World's Greatest Heroes. He's also wrote the second version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. On the comic book side, Christopher Yost has worked on X-Men, X-23, Spider-Man, Fear Itself, X-Force, and Red Robin, along with many other properties. Please give a huge hand for Chris Yost, everyone.
All right. Thanks for having me, everyone. What am I doing? All right. Presenting the Comic to Multimedia Adaptation of the Year. Nominees are Arrow on the CW, Injustice, Gods Among Us, video game from DC Comics, Iron Man 3, Man of Steel, and The Walking Dead on AMC. And the winner is The Walking Dead. Well done, Walking Dead.
Big round of applause. The Walking Dead. I'm sure they won't lose their heads. Anyway, moving on. I'm here all night. To present the award for self-published comic of the year is Mr. Jeff Smith, self-publishing. It's just like independent. I mean, to be honest with you, this industry is just like making independent films. It's the same type of struggles. You have an idea, get it done, and then get it out there and have people believe in it, and then get it out to the public. So this is something that totally speaks to myself as well as any type of endeavor someone goes on in the artistic world, especially. Jeff Smith is the author cartoonist of RASL and the phenomenal Bone graphic novel, which won numerous awards around the world, including 10 Eisner Awards, 11 Harvey Awards, the Elf Art for Best Foreign Book in France, as well as awards in Spain, Germany, and Italy before being chosen to launch the first graphic novel imprint for children by Scholastic in 2005. In 2009, he was the subject of an Emmy Award-winning documentary called The Cartoonist, Jeff Smith, Bone, and the Changing Face of Comics. Most recently, Smith was a guest editor of the Best American Comic 2013 and continues to make and promote comics around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Jeff Smith.
Say something funny. Very good. No, I think we'll just get right to it. The nominees for the self-published comic of the year are Aw Yeah Comics, Demeter by Becky Cloonan, Rachel Rising by Terry Moore, Rainbow in the Dark by Love and Withers, Touching Evil by Dan Dowdy. And the winner is, you're in the room, I hope it's you. Oh. Touching Evil, self-published comics. You're in the room. Well done, well played.
Gas money more spent, man.
Can I shake your hand? Yes, sir. Because I know who you are. He's all right. I like that guy. Holy moly. He's in the corner, and I'm like, I gotta talk to him at some point, but how? But now I'm gonna talk to you here. Hi. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like Bone. Oh, no. You can stay up here. I'm not gonna stop you. Man, oh my God. I didn't think that was... Okay, like I know that Dilbert wasn't going to show up, but man, this comic, all these comics are amazing, and I think Terry Moore won, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? The first one? Last year, I remember he won, anyway, I'm just really honored. I seriously did not think I was coming up here for this, but since I am, you already know I love my wife. You know that Raph is amazing, and I love Detroit. I like this guy. I actually sat with you at the first Shel Dorf. And I like to thank my ride. but in all seriousness, I really do feel honored because, like I said, self-published comics are very difficult. It's a labor of love, but it's also it's very gratifying to just be in that company, let alone to win. So I'm very, very honored and lucky right now. Thank you.
It's so funny you were thanking your wife, but you were looking at him like he was your next. Did anyone else get that vibe? He's like, no, you don't gotta leave. How many times have you said that, guys, huh? No, you can stay at my table, it's okay. Anyway, moving on. To present the award, it's okay, you got a ride home. He looks like he could use some time. He's in town, he's having fun. To present the award for we just did this. Jeff.
Take two.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God this is not live. To present this year's Spirit Award for Independent Comics, we would like to introduce you again, Mr. Gary Reed.
All right, so for this award, which is about the spirit of independent comics, this is something, as we were forming the awards, I was really pushing for this because independent comics to me, and again, it comes from my background, is really, really important. And there's only a handful of people that really drove independent comics. And Jeff Smith, of course, is one of them with Bone. And just, So with the Spirit of Independent Award, what we call the Spark Award, because it's bringing the spark of independent comics. I mean, there's incredible amount of dedication, incredible amount of work you have to do with this. And, you know, you're sort of butting against a wall that you have to try to break through to get stores to order it, to get Diamond to carry it, to just to get the book out there. And so there's a lot of work, and when the independent comics started coming out, that's what got me to start Caliber. And again, with Caliber, you know, there's probably 30, 40 names in the industry that started at Caliber, but it wouldn't have happened without these people that really started the independent comics. And so I always look at Caliber as sort of